5, 4, 3, 2. Hello, folks. This is Doelow on the Great Debate Community channel, finally streaming live with a good quality stream. And finally, we get somewhere with this. I've had internet problems the last couple days. We've solved those, hopefully. And I'm here with Shaggy Satyr, and we're going to talk about hopefully flat earth or wave earth, because apparently this week Steve has decided he's going to talk to Doelow the Pilotman. And last night, Red's Rhetoric was talking to Kennedy. So Kennedy believes that the earth is flat, and Doelow believes that the earth is a wave. That's
a wave?
Yeah, it's a wave earth. Have you've heard Doelow the Pilotman before, right?
No. Is he part of this new religion? This new generation bullshit?
Doelow's a very special individual. Just a very, very special individual.
Because there's been a wave of, I don't even know what the fuck to call them, New Earthers or whatever the fuck they're called.
No, I don't know.
The New Age religions.
Doelow's a very nice fellow. But he's just got some strange.
Everyone has something strange about him. I guess his is just incredibly strange.
Strange ideas. I don't know what else to call it. Just
retardation.
Well, I wouldn't call it retardation. It's just weird. Weird is the word I would use.
Hey, I know some very nice retarded people. It's okay.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know if he's retarded or what the deal is, but he's.
At least he can't be as bad as Debbie.
Well, it's not. It's Debbie's annoying in her own way. Debbie's got this issue where she won't let people finish talking. She won't let them finish. She won't actually listen to what they're saying. She's got that issue.
Yeah, I've noticed.
Doelow,
I've had multiple.
Doelow is the presupposed astrology guy. So according to Doelow, you can't know anything unless you presuppose astrology.
What the fuck?
That's a very good question. What the fuck? Skylar Fiction did an interview with him in 2017, and it's just anything. He also goes by the name of Flight Boss, so it's quite interesting. Then you got this flat Earth thing. Is there anybody out there? Yes, Solar DNA, we are here. Yes, I am here.
Let me set it to live and then turn on the audio. Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Yeah, I mean, I'm here. I checked the audio before we went live, so.
Of course, the two people who are actually in the stream are in the chat.
Yeah, so Solar DNA.
Oh.
And Vincent Jones, according to Doelow, the Earth is a celestial body. Yes.
Isn't it though?
Kennedy.
Or am I thinking of the wrong definition?
Yes, Kennedy and Debbie should be together. Everyone knows astrology.
Oh no, I know.
Yeah, Hellsoy, you're right. Howdy. Yes. Yeah, see, it picks up when you go live.
See, through the power of astrology, I know that the soda can next to me is not empty.
Right.
I totally didn't pick it up and check to see if there's any liquid in it by like twirling it a bit.
No, didn't happen at all.
Feel the shift of weight. Nope, that's not what happened.
So if anybody else wants to come and talk with us, you're more than welcome to get on Discord and come to the Great Debate Community Discord server.
It's in the chat.
It's in the chat. It's in the description.
First link, it's in the description.
Yeah.
I didn't mean chat, I meant description. I'm just stupid like that.
And you can come talk with us about the flat Earth versus the wave Earth. I wish I could.
Clearly, the Earth is a bagel.
Well, yeah, it's
That it accounts for why people are weightless in space. They're not actually in space. They're in the center of the bagel, and the gravity is fluctuating crazily because it's a bagel.
fake news, huh, Vince? What's fake news?
Everything is.
Everything is fake. Okay.
Ah.
Well, this conversation's not going very far if it's just you and me.
Yeah.
We're talking about Doelow the Pilotman because Steve McRae's gonna have him on, what is it, tomorrow? Rum and Coke night? Apparently with Skylar Fiction again. So I don't know how that's gonna go. Good morning, Beach 8.
Yeah. Good morning. It's almost afternoon for me, but whatever.
Yeah, the Coke
never
can.
mind.
Oh, the Coke can checking is fake news. Got it. Yeah, you checking your Coke can, that's fake news. So, fuck you, Shaggy. It's fake news.
Yo, guess what, Boolinator?
What?
I guess you could say I have a brand new scar.
You could say that. If you really want to say that, you could say that.
Inside joke.
Or you
Inside
could
joke.
just not say any damn thing if you really don't want to. Remember?
You sound tired.
Me?
Nah, it's an inside joke now.
It
Yeah,
is an
you sound.
inside joke. I sound tired? Heck yeah, I'm
Yeah,
tired.
you sound. Yeah, because of that ordeal this morning, I would assume.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, get up, wake up, and they turn off your power halfway through your first month in a place because they didn't transfer your electricity right. The good news, there is a silver lining. There is very much a silver lining because what the account they turned off was not my account. It was the previous owners or the previous tenants. So I
Then
don't
why
have
did
to.
your power go out?
Well, because it's I'm living here. That's why. Because so I was actually using their their electricity, not mine. So I
I
don't
thought
have
you
to.
meant.
There's
I
a
thought you
whole.
meant at your old place.
There's
Sorry.
no. There's a half a month that I don't have to pay for,
Cool.
which is kind of nice. But you know, it is what it is. Let's see, cheese dog. A cheese dog sounds good. Grilled onion. I'm actually getting kind of hungry, so I'm gonna get some food. Order some food while I'm up here online. Mustard and ketchup. Relish. Yep, good stuff, Maynard. So whoever had that account before me is an idiot because they didn't tell them to cut off their service. Like literally,
they paid for an extra month.
They paid for at least an extra half month. They probably just left in the middle of their lease. I could
Fucking retarded.
I could totally see that happening. Like, hey, we don't have the money to pay. We're out of here. We're not even going to bother with staying for an eviction. Because people do that kind of stuff. They really do. So. We were talking about dumb things we've done when we were younger. Earlier.
I'm just gonna say, Boolinator. I'm OCD and the scar is pissing me off.
Yeah.
It's crooked. I should have had him hold it.
Not much you can do about it at this point.
In a few months, there's something I can do.
Well,
I regret the idea of it. Said he'd double the money though.
double the money.
Double the money.
Keep in mind we're streaming.
I'm not going into detail, am I?
No.
See?
Alright, just letting you know, someone might figure it out.
I honestly think you want to
Yes, thank you, Hal.
take a stress pill.
Maybe I should shush my phone. Alright. That's what happens when you place an Uber Eats order. Your phone goes nuts. Shut up. Alright. Duke Energy? Hold on, I gotta take this. Talk to the people.
Me? Me talk to the people.
Yes,
I'm not very interesting.
You talk. Say something.
You know, every other time I've talked to the people directly, the conversation has gone to my penis. Okay, well, hi, people. I have no idea what to say. I normally just respond to shit. So does anyone in the chat have like an actual opinion on flat Earth or wave Earth?
Now, that was just an automated message telling that they turned my power back on. As if I couldn't tell that. Stupid power company. Alright, so, I know it's unusual to stream Discord during the day, but I decided to try it because I've been having streaming issues for freaking 5 days now. How many splitters? Two freaking, not just splitters, but three-way splitters. So 1 into 3. My modem was downstream of that. Plus it was a piece of crap modem. So they gave me a new one.
What kind of bogus system did you have set up?
I don't know. Leave it to Bright House to give me that shit.
What the fuck, dude? Yeah, rely on Sudden Link. They'll hook you up.
Well, I had WoW at my old place. Unfortunately, WoW is not available here. WoW had 500 megabits, and they were going to go gigabit. Like, literally, you could get 1,000 down and some ungodly number up, but not 1,000, but just a really big number up. You can't get that from Spectrum, Bright House, so...
Huh.
I wish I could get that kind of service here. Wave Earthers? I think there's only one Wave Earther Solar DNA, and that's Doelow Da Pilotman. Flight Boss. You know, for sure. Go watch some of Skylar Fiction's videos on Doelow Da Pilotman, and you will be entertained, I guarantee it. The guy is very interesting. Steve is right though. He seems like a very nice person from a personal level, but he's just, it's word salad. It's complete word salad. You know what I'm saying?
Just gonna say, we had a very, the Walmart greeter.
Walmart grader.
We had a very nice Walmart greeter who was literally definition autistic. Just because you're nice doesn't mean,
Right. Well, and that's the thing.
Doesn't mean anything bad. I'm just saying.
There isn't a flat Earth theory, solar DNA.
There isn't.
There isn't. No, there's no theory for flat Earth.
A theory requires
Theory requires a model and facts that support that. So no, there's not a wave Earth theory or a flat Earth theory. There's just supposition, and I wouldn't even go so far as to call it hypothesis. But yeah.
Not a hypothesis.
Nope.
It's not even a that's the sad part. Debbie apparently had her Christian earplugs in during science class. And somebody is calling me on Discord.
Of course. It's probably Look-a-Pig.
Nope, I don't talk to Look-a-Pig.
Really?
Really? You'd think I do, but the last thing I sent to him was a joke about one little piggy going to the market and, one little piggy going home. and then one little piggy getting mad he doesn't have power on the Discord server and throwing a tantrum.
Ah, okay. And he took offense at this, or he just
No,
laughed?
he laughed at it. We had a good time laughing at that one.
Okay, so
Because Look a Pig has trolls honor, if you can call it that.
oh yeah.
Honor among trolls, man. It's like honor among thieves. It's a great thing.
Well, he does, but I don't know. It's just, he's an interesting character. That's all I gotta say. But that last bit with me leaving the stream open, I am never gonna do that again.
Yeah, no.
Just not happening. I didn't think about it when I did it because, you know, it was you, Max, and Look a Pig. But then,
Well, just to be fair,
Look a Pig.
yeah. But if it's just if you do leave it with me and Max, it's anybody but Look a Pig, and fucking Mr. ID. If you leave it with anybody but those two and us, we're good.
Well, I figured as much, but, you know, that's why we put the new rules in. But anyway, we're getting off topic here. Wave Earth. So, let me see if I can find the actual video, because we can pipe the audio in here. We don't really need to see Doelow. YouTube.com. Doelow. The Pilotman.
You're a lot quieter than me in the stream.
Who, me?
Yeah.
I can boost myself a little bit. Doelow the Pilotman. That better?
I'll tell you when I hear it.
Doelow the Pilotman. I might just be talking slow or slow. Talking slow. I am talking slow.
That's a bit better. As long as I don't talk over you, we're Gucci. Oh,
Right.
we got somebody in introductions.
So here we go. We're gonna pipe this in because this is Creative Commons use, and this should be interesting. I don't know how loud this is gonna be, so bear with
Am
me.
I gonna hear it, or do I have to listen to the stream?
You should hear it.
Okay.
Flight boss, bitch.
Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Okay, let me make sure the stream can hear it. Get OBS over here. This gets complicated, folks, so bear with me.
Bitch, you know, for sure. You're now listening to the Mind of an Terry Smooth, Flight Boss the Archangel Uriel, and I'm here to carry out God duties and motherfucking responsibilities. And right now I want to have a flat earth discussion, because I see there's a lot of people who's into flat earth that watch my channel also.
Yep. That's Doelow the Pilotman. That's his intro.
You said he's nice. He sounds annoying.
He can be, but it's
He
hilarious.
sounds like a G-Man wannabe.
No, but I think he's a lot nicer.
With the rap.
I think he's nicer than G-Man. I don't think he would.
Well, I'm not saying he is G-Man. I'm just saying.
G-Man's got vitriol. He doesn't have vitriol. That's the difference. You know what I'm saying? Because G-Man actually. Did you see him when he was out on Dragnot's channel?
Yeah, I did.
He was going. I thought if he was able to get Dragnot's address, I think he would have literally flown or driven or gotten to Houston any way he could and gone ham on him.
So check this out. This is what I need y'all to understand before we get into this. It doesn't matter what you hear. There's truth in everything. You see what I'm saying? There's. See, it's gonna keep. Let me get it out the light. Alright. everything. All right. There's truth in everything.
Right.
So
there's truth in everything.
the only time we find anything that's faulty is the perception of the truth from the people it's coming from. But just know, everything is truth. So this is what flat earthers are actually trying to see, because you need to understand everything is waves. And if you understand astrology and understand stars, you know stars are made up of energy, the same way you are made of. And we know worlds are orbs. You know what I'm saying? When a group of lights reflect and bounce off each other from different directions, and that little space in between that's created creates a frequency vibration, which is an orb. So
right. So, and it goes on like that. And I'm not going to play too much of this because, you know, I'm already at the point where I have to put this in the description. Because,
Dear God.
Earth is a wave.
Oh, is he one of those people who DMC is everything?
No, I don't think he is, but I'm going to do him the courtesy because, you know, he's going to be on, it's Steve's channel, and I'm going to put it in you know, he's going to be on Steve's show, and I'm doing this on Steve's.
All right.
So it's going to be like, hey, I don't want to, like, do a critique of Doelow Da Pilotman and not put it in the channel description. Doelow Da, that's D-A, not the. Doelow Da Pilotman. And Doelow Da Pilotman's original video. This is the one we're talking about. If you guys want to look it up, it's going to be in the description. You might need to refresh to see it.
Oh, God.
What?
Debbie's in the chat.
Debbie's in what's chat?
There's no way that's the real Debbie there in the fucking side chat there.
Debbie?
The stream chat.
Where?
Yeah.
Debbie Durant? Yeah. Flat Earth is destroying the globular. That would be the wrong spelling of globular. That's globular. But anyway.
Now I got a bad taste in my mouth.
Oh, come on. She's not that bad as long as...
Have you had a conversation with her?
Yeah,
like, directly?
Actually, I have. But anyway.
I greatly dislike Debbie. I won't be mean to Debbie. I'm sorry if I was mean earlier, Debbie. But I don't like you. And I would be perfectly fine if you didn't like me. So I'm gonna cut it at that. Anyways, what were we talking about?
Oh, we were talking about wave Earth versus flat Earth. So Debbie being there is kind of apropos.
What do you think, Debbie? Let's get your take on this. Do you agree with the wave Earth?
Do you think the Earth could be a wave? Oh, and there's Spurs Chemo. Interesting.
Hello, hello.
Hello. I called you and Dave because we're talking about flat Earth versus the wave Earth.
Yes.
The waiver.
Yes.
It's obviously a bagel, and yes, that one's for you, Debbie. The bagel Earth.
Are we streaming right now?
Yes, we are.
Is your internet fixed then?
Yes, it is. Which is actually kind of nice.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, it is good.
Oh. Oh.
The stream has been rock solid since 11 o'clock, maybe a little bit before.
Good.
Yep.
Good. What's happening on GDC/non sequitur, etc. this evening?
Well, I don't know about this evening, but I know tomorrow Doelow Da Pilotman is coming on, and that's why I brought up Wave Earth, because last night, of course, Red Rhetoric was on with Kennedy, and that's all about Flat Earth. And, of course, Red Rhetoric annihilated Kennedy. Kennedy went into...
What's up, guys?
An apoplectic fit about, all how Red Rhetoric was all wrong. Basically the same kind of stuff Debbie does, except as a, as a guy. And then, so I thought I'd do kind of an intersectional Discord stream today because I felt like it and I wanted to test my streaming.
Well, it sounds like a good way to test it.
Yeah, it
That
is.
sounds like everything's coming through pretty clear.
Yeah, well, it's the streaming. The Discord is not. The Discord's usually not the issue. It's getting it out to the YouTube that's the issue. So.
Yeah.
How am I coming in?
No, you're coming in all right, John.
You're all right.
All right. How you guys doing? What's up? Earth's still around, I hear?
Yeah, yeah.
So far as I know, we haven't flattened it yet.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
We've been hitting it as hard as we can, Tony, but it's still around.
It's still, you guys aren't using the right hammer. You're supposed to use those copper-ended hammers.
Ah, is that what the
No, you
deal
mean like the
is?
ancient set.
Yeah, it's strategic. It's a strategic point. I'll show you guys later.
Debbie's in the outside chat here, and she's basically saying the Earth's round or the Earth's flat, and we don't, giving no proof to that effect. But yeah, whatever.
Same old.
Oh, poor dial-up Debbie.
She's never given me proof. She's only told me to do research on it myself.
Right.
And that she won't hold my hand. But in the very same conversation, Debbie, who tells me that she's not going to hold my hand to give me the proof, demands that I give her proof for the round Earth. So Debbie...
And people
Fuck
have...
And
yourself.
we'll also post an entire slew of unrelated evidence that I wouldn't really call evidence, but, claims of evidence.
Why was Joe Ping you, whoever that was, on server mute?
I don't know. I took him off server mute.
And why is Jeff Fox was he on server mute? He's got the roles.
He's probably new. I don't know. He does have the rules. I don't know. There's probably a role confliction somewhere. And I would have no idea how to look for it.
Well, anyway.
Hallelujah! Christianity's dying. Hallelujah.
Blah, blah. Yes, Debbie. Blah, blah. That's what we think of a flat Earth. Blah, blah.
That's what we think of you, Debbie.
I
Especially
haven't
when you
seen-
just start spewing. Sorry.
I haven't seen Red Eye for 24 hours. I'm kind of getting concerned that his ground harness is...
Red Eye was
Failed.
here at 3:35 a.m.
Oh, okay. So his ground harness is probably okay.
His ground
Probably.
harness is fine, probably.
Okay, that's good.
And, it would take more than a faulty ground harness to kill our own Red Eye. He's probably got a few ropes lying around his house just in case.
Yeah, he's got backups.
He's probably got an emergent. They probably teach emergency, ground harness failure training in
In
Australian
Australia?
school. Yeah, sort of like how in America we have like tornado drills. This is what happens if your ground harness comes off, and they just press a button and all the school given ground harnesses deactivate. Got to figure it out for themselves.
No, we understand perspective, Debbie. It's you who does not.
You're applying a 2D perspective of a sketch to the 3D, if not 4D reality that is our world.
Right.
Well, our world is definitely a 4D reality.
Right.
I would
We
not
just-
be surprised
we're
if Debbie,
dimensions.
the person who hears voices, also sees in 2D.
She's talking about bulges. It's not a bulge.
You want to see my bulge?
No. Don't be beyond the pale now.
Yeah, good point. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I would still show her my bulge if she asked. She's got some milf face going.
Of course, all we ever see is that picture. I don't know if that's actually her.
Who's that guy in the chat at the bottom?
Tony V? Not sure. I think I've chatted with him once. I don't remember
Yeah,
him.
No.
Tony,
No,
Tony V.
no.
You mean
There's a
Agent
person
Autism?
below you, Tony. There's a person
Agent
below
Autism.
you. Yeah.
Oh, I don't see anybody below them. I see
Yeah,
a dot,
Agent
dot, dot
Autism.
above everybody.
No, Agent Autism is just below him.
Yeah, he's got like
Speaketh.
handicap things.
Speaketh.
And I can't actually show his roles either.
Yeah, neither can I. Hacker! Hacker!
Yeah, I don't see him at all. He's invisible to
Ban
me.
the dirty hacker.
Move to one-on-one. Go away.
If he's listening and he says something in chat, and then I can change his roles, then maybe I'll let him in here.
Yeah, I moved him to one-on-one. He doesn't need to be in here listening and not speaking. That's kind of creepy.
Kind of what Jeff Foxworthy's doing.
Yeah, Shaggy, we can only afford to have one problematic person in the chat at a time. We've already
Good point. Good point. Hey, 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 hey. You're not
Yeah, I'm
wrong.
driving right now, so as soon as I'm done driving, I'll be able to talk a little bit more.
You're not wrong, but hey.
Yeah, I can hang around for a little bit. I've got to head out to see some clients here shortly, though. So.
Remind me later, Dave, and I'll tell you a funny story about what I did this morning.
Okay, I'll be back later this afternoon. I can do that.
Okay. Well, I don't know what this afternoon is in fucking Canadian time.
It's not Canadian time. We don't have one Canada time. It's
I
Atlantic time, and it's
That's the
global.
joke.
Right?
They have the same times we do.
I know. It's kind of because they're above us,
Except for like Nova Scotia and that's Atlantic time.
because
Yeah, Atlantic time. There's also Newfoundland time. Which
well,
is like
I know
a
how
weird
time
30-minute time zone difference.
I know that time zones are going like left to right. I know how that works.
Is there nowhere in the States that also shares Atlantic time?
No.
Here's my question: would time zones be able to work on a flat Earth?
Well, they don't.
No, not at all. Because
Yeah,
the sun.
you'd
the
have to
sun doesn't
reconfigure
work, the sun doesn't work like a spotlight.
And you'd also have to reconfigure the continents.
Yeah, and that wouldn't work. And even if the sun could work like a spotlight, it would not set and rise. It would approach and recede.
Yeah.
Then the time zones would be more sporadic than the shape of the American states.
Well, those are arbitrary. I'll give you that. And of course, they're now doing the land scraping outside. Tommy Hall is busy in my neighborhood. Later, Debbie, you go shoot your globe with your little pop gun there.
Bye, Debbie. I hope the gun isn't loaded. I don't trust you to shoot straight.
Yeah,
You would probably somehow like shoot a doorknob and kill yourself on accident.
your gun safety concerns me.
As long as you, your niece, the voices, and the gun aren't in the room at the same time, we're good.
Yeah, wasn't it voices and
She told me, word for word.
Abraham's head that caused him to go try to kill Isaac?
Yep.
Yeah, but Debbie told me word for word that she hears voices and that they tell her to chop up her neighbors and hit people with her car. Zant was fucking Dave here was there.
Yeah, I was. It was rather disturbing.
Which is for one reason why, as often as I can, I refuse to have conversation with Debbie because I don't want to add to her craziness.
Yeah, when someone becomes potentially harmful to themselves or others, that's on a different level of problem.
Her argument was, well, we all hear voices.
I'll be right back. Don't let anybody get out of hand, Shaggy.
I won't. Alright, you are now under my strict doctrine. You fuck up, I will ban you immediately. No warning, banhammer. I will come down on you with the banhammer like Thor. And there will be lightning, and it will be amazing, and everyone will, like, cheer. Except for Debbie. Fuck Debbie, I don't care about her opinion, though.
Yeah, I gave you an image in the stream chat as far as I'm...
On what I'm about to private message you, Dave. But I'm going to send you a message, and this is what we're going to talk about later when the stream is over.
Okay.
You can react, but don't comment on it in detail.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm informed me so I can get rid of it. And who's Abed Eulogy? Is that Chemo?
I don't know.
I forget who. I've seen you in streams before. I think you have a British accent. If you're Chemo, let me know so I could ban you. I am a crap singer.
No, you see the picture that I put in stream chat?
I do indeed.
Do you know what the problem with it is?
Time zones.
Well, no. See, if you're standing on the
Wait a minute.
map on the right, you can see the North Star looking in the same direction, or the South Star from different locations in the same direction. If you're on the flat map,
why the fuck?
You had 3 people looking at the South.
Why the fuck is South America so fucking long, like wide?
In which one?
The flat Earth one. Look at that. Why is it so wide?
Done it. I don't know. They've done it that way.
Badly done.
Yep, but see, problem is 3 people standing in those points. If they were all looking at the South Pole, they'd all be facing in different directions, seeing the same star.
Yeah.
Just doesn't work.
Jeff Foxworthy, can you not talk? Oh. Well, make sure you hide it well. You should also know that the stream chat can see what you're saying in chat. It's, they can all... The stream's chat can actually see what you're typing there. Okay. Well, as long as we don't know where the body is or your real name, we're good.
He's burying a mythical, so...
He's burying him where?
A mythical.
He's burying... No.
Yeah.
You can't bury a mythical. We're mythical.
In the woods. See? Yeah. Confirmation. Mythical. They come from the woods.
There's only so many woods.
They stepped out of line.
There's only so many woods.
They're in the tree line.
How deep in the woods? Tree line or like Pokemon grade? I just found a Zubat deep.
Did you find the last remaining female satyr, Jim?
Yeah. She's been located. The satyr has been located. We are planning an orgy as we speak.
How is it we are talking about satyrs?
Dave asked, Jeff Foxworthy said in chat that he's burying a body in the woods, and Dave joked that he's burying a mythical, because mythical creatures live in the woods. And then we got on to satyrs, and he asked me about the satyr woman.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Not that I care, but anyway.
There is an illogical change to this conversation.
It's because I'm here. I'm always sidetracking absolutely everything. That's my talent. That's my special gift. God blessed me with the ability to distract anyone. Although my God is a potato, so...
God is a potato?
Yes, my God is a potato, James.
Your God's name is James and it's potato.
Yes.
Does James think the earth is a wave?
No, James completely supports all science. All modern and, like, accepted science.
Yeah, he would say it's an oblate spheroid, I think.
Yeah.
Probably similar to the shape of it.
All James does is supply us with the spiritual energy we need to sustain the love in our world.
Steve McRae is Billy Connolly.
He is. He is Billy Connolly. I'm glad that you caught that. Have you seen Billy Connolly?
Billy Connolly, huh?
He's a
Comedian.
he's an Irish comedian. No, he's
Scottish.
Scottish. What the fuck? I am so sorry, Billy. I know you just looked over your shoulder even though you can't hear me. I know that you sense the insult, but I'm sorry. Here, I'm gonna post you a picture of.
I could see the resemblance.
Yeah, here, I'll post
Connolly?
one to stream chat.
No, I know what the hell Billy Connolly is. I know who he looks like. I was just kind of.
Is this Steve or is this Billy? Tell me.
I guess with the white hair and everything, yeah, it looks more like Steve. Not so much when he was younger, but now.
Well, as long as you prayed to James and you ate the potatoes, Obeyed, you should be fine. It is the cycle of life, and that is the philosophy of James.
The other day, I heard somebody say that Steve should cosplay the Ice King from Adventure Time.
Yeah, he should. He'd make a great. He'd make a great Ice King. That's literally his name, Ice King. That's the character's name, dude.
No,
Ice King.
Billy Connolly is the dwarf in The Hobbit? No, he's not.
No.
Billy Connolly is from Monty Python.
Who are these assholes speaking? Well, if you hear assholes talk, you should go see a doctor, first of all. But hi.
It
Wouldn't that
says,
be a great...
it says right in the stream who's talking. I don't know what the problem with that is.
There's no problem. Wouldn't it be a great ventriloquist act to make your asshole talk?
Oh, that'd be awesome. Hello, I would like to ask you a few questions.
Wait.
Do you have
What's the name of that guy who was
mints?
God once?
Perhaps some banaka?
You remember the movie where I can't remember his name. Who's the black guy who's good at narrating?
Talking about Morgan Freeman?
Yes. I can't believe I forgot his name when it's literally Morgan, and then one of my ancestors was a slave and he became free, so his name is Freeman. Morgan Freeman, right?
Yeah.
You remember the movie where Morgan Freeman was God and he made somebody else God? Bruce Almighty, fuck.
Yeah.
You remember the actor who plays Bruce? He made his asshole talk once.
You mean Jim Carrey?
Yeah, Jim Carrey. That was one of his acts, making his asshole talk.
On an unrelated note, Jim Carrey and Billy Connolly were both in the original version of the Unfortunate Events movie.
A series of unfortunate events.
Yeah.
Actually, yes, they were.
I missed that movie, man. I wish
Ace Ventura.
Yes, it was Ace Ventura where he made his asshole talk. But Jim Carrey was what's his face? What was the bad guy's face?
Jim Carrey was a
Olaf.
genius.
The Riddler. He was also the Riddler.
He was Olaf?
Yeah, he was Olaf.
He played Olaf. That makes so much sense. Bro, I can't believe I never saw it.
Yeah. Neil Patrick Harris is doing a pretty decent Olaf in the new Netflix
Yeah, the
series.
new show. I love the show. I watched up to through the first season, and then we lost our Netflix. So
Oh yeah, the second season's out now.
you spoil jack shit. I'm gonna beat you. I'm gonna come to Canada.
No, I haven't seen it yet. I'm waiting. I got somebody I want to watch it with.
I'm currently rewatching. As for shows I'm watching, I'm rewatching all of Dragon Ball on just a website. And I'd kind of forgotten that Oolong, a shape-shifting pig, when we meet him, he's kind of abducting preteen girls and forcing them to marry him so they'll be his maids. I'd forgotten that about this character. What?
He's mostly collecting panties.
No, when we first meet him, he's shape-shifting into big scary monsters so that people will let him marry their preteen daughters. So that, and his motive is to take him back to his mansion and make him clean. But none of them do because what?
I'm assuming that you've then watched Dragon Ball Z Abridged.
Yes.
Yeah, it's quite fantastic. They've been on hiatus for far too long.
Oh. Jason McCormack is now in the outside chat. He's our resident concave earther.
Oh God. How does that work? Is that how the water stays in? If so, why does the shit in the middle not flood?
Oh, that's just a big topic.
Yeah, centrifugal flows.
Chris, the
Nah.
GDC link is in the description.
Yes, it's literally the first link.
No, it's the second one.
Oh.
Doelow Da Pilotman's first.
Oh yeah, never mind. It's the second link. It was the first one. Can Chris not talk? Why can Chris not talk? Hello, Chris.
Hello, Chris.
Chris.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. I had it on my phone. I had the server on my phone, but since I managed to get my Bluetooth to work with my Xbox controller, I didn't have it for my PC.
Are you secretly Billy Connolly?
I am from Glasgow, but I'm not. I'm not Billy Connolly.
Is Billy Connolly from Glasgow?
Yes, Billy Connolly worked on the same docks that I worked on at the weekend. And my brother is a welder, a plater, sorry, a fabricator, and he hooked me up for the weekend, and it was double. It was time and a half. Sorry, it was time and a half.
So you met the
yeah.
guy?
No, I just worked in the same docks that Billy Connolly once worked on.
But you said he hooked
It was a Chinese. No, it was.
But you said he hooked you up, so that implies that
My
you met
brother,
him.
no, my brother did. My brother hooked me up with the job, and that was on the same docks as Billy Connolly worked on.
Okay. I thought you meant that Billy hooked you up.
No, God, no. I'm trying to think of. I can't think of the name of the docks. Oh, fuck. God, it's the tip of my tongue. I think it was a South Korean it was a South Korean frigate that I was working on, and basically ended up with a group of guys screwing in panels and near the engine room. It was pretty tedious, but yeah, it was good money.
Billy Connolly as the fucking dude from The Hobbit.
Isn't it? Yeah, he comes up as the dwarf. One of the
that
dwarfs.
dude from The Hobbit. I thought you meant the other.
Yeah, he's right. I think he's riding a pig, isn't he?
I thought you meant the other.
You're Ghibli?
I thought you meant Gimli. I'm like, no, he's not Gimli.
I was Govern.
What's the guy's name that played Gimli? He was also in that TV series Sliders back in the day.
Yeah. They did an amazing job of making him look short, because he's not.
He's a tall man.
Yeah, he is a very tall man. He makes Jerry O'Connell look short.
You know, the funny thing about Gimli from the original Lord of the Rings movies is that he was a very tall man. So all of the scenes where he's really short are like a trick of the camera or something.
Моя голова как каменолом, меня оправдали долгами в этом храме торговли. Еще пару лет и будет...
No, you don't speak English. Get fucked.
It's probably true me. It was Fairfield Shipyard.
That's Polish. I thought he was summoning Satan. I mean, if you're not going to speak English, there's no point in you talking. I'm sorry.
Hail Satan.
Oh.
Nice voice changer. Mine's better.
So what were we talking about? Before I so rudely interrupted everyone.
Billy Connolly.
Billy Connolly, yes. Before that.
You're supposed to be talking about the flat Earth or wave Earth, and now
the
we're talking
wave
about
Earth. Oh, what's the wave Earth?
Hey, how do you explain this shit? My friend wants to know.
How do you explain the wave Earth?
Well, what's the wave Earth? I mean, I thought wave Earth was just like a fun poke at flat earthers or something.
No,
Just remember,
I mean, are you telling me it's an actual thing?
Point.
Are you telling me the wave Earth is a thing?
Yeah, so is the Big Earth.
it's a no, it's a reference to Doelow the Pilotman. You know
Right.
who Doelow the Pilotman is, right?
Doelow, the Pilotman. Yeah, I know who Doelow is. Yeah.
Flight boss bitch.
Flight boss, bitch, for sure.
Yeah, that guy. So apparently he's got this video out about that's talking to flat earthers, and he says, no, the Earth isn't flat; it's a wave. Which you can totally see coming from him, right? So.
Did they look at him weird?
I don't know who looked at him. It's a video. It's him in his basement.
Oh, I thought you meant like on the street.
I don't have mods in the GTC channel. Oh well, never mind.
Well, get fucked. It's up to Boolinator if you get mods.
Yeah. I'll get mods on Steve's channel, but.
Oh, you mean on the actual GDC, or do you mean here in the Discord?
No, in the GDC YouTube channel.
Oh, in that case, I don't know.
No, I don't have mods in the GDC.
Yeah,
either.
there he is. There he is.
I got mods in the GDC channel. Haha. Actually, I've got God powers, but anyway.
Yeah, you can hook me up, Bull.
Oh, wait a minute. Jason McCormack says that Bull is a con artist. I laugh out loud. Jason, would you care to mention any cons that you know of that Bullionator has been running recently?
Yeah, what cons have I been running, Jason?
All of them, obviously.
Oh, by the way, Jason, I'm the one streaming this, so, like, I am the master of the stream.
Yeah, give me mods. Give me a wrench.
No,
David,
I've got a wrench.
Do you hear that?
I've got a wrench and a crown, so you might want to.
Well,
Do you
can
hear
give
that?
me-
Do you
you can
see,
give me a wrench then. Give me a wrench.
Guys, let's go complain to Steve that Boolinator's throwing his weight around.
Steve will be cool. Steve will be cool with me getting a wrench in the GDC. Steve said
would
that.
probably clap.
Don't start that crap in here.
Steve would probably clap,
This
to
is
be honest.
Not Soundly's channel.
I'm just saying, Steve would probably clap. Good job. Can you hear me?
Can I?
Yeah.
hear you?
I just opened Mountain Blade. I didn't know if you'd be able to hear me.
I'm surprised you can run Mountain Blade.
Yeah, Minnie, so am I. Except for I'm running it full screen, full everything, and constant 60 FPS.
Really?
Yeah, dude, I'm running it like a beast. It's like my computer isn't trash. I can also run Payday 2, but that's with 500 ping and 30 FPS.
I can't actually just give you mods. I'd have to ask Steve.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
no.
can't. Oh well, never mind.
Yeah, no abusing. Even Boolinator can't abuse.
I mean, Steve did say that I could use the GDC channel if I wanted to host any whatnots.
Whatever and whatnot.
Wait, are you a manager on the channel?
Well, Steve told me and Google Hangouts when I was talking to him. He says you can use the GDC if you want to host any Hangouts.
Oh, he told me that.
But I told him that I couldn't because I've got an audio delay problem, so I can't do it.
So he never actually went through the trouble of making you a manager.
No. I told him that I had an audio lag problem, so yeah. I just want to address you. I have not been sniping Nathan's, and it's not because he won't let me on. It's because he broke his word. He told me that I would be warmly welcomed back in the next show. He lied to me. He's a cunt, and so are you.
Nathan's a cunt. Go figure.
Yeah. I don't. Why is you even here?
Who?
Wait a minute. Meridian, don't wrench Chris. He bans everyone. Yeah. Please substantiate that allegation, Meridian.
Who does he ban?
I've not banned anyone. Even
how
when
would
I,
How would he ban somebody? He doesn't actually have mods.
I don't know, but I have mods on Steve's own channel, right? And there was a flat Earth thing, and there was a lot of flat earthers there, and I banned 0 of them, 0. I did delete some comments that were fucking a bit out of order, but that's all.
Can I just say that your accent is so sexy?
Oh, well, I wish you were a female, but anyway, I'll take it. I'll take it. Anyway.
He is. He totally is.
Um,
When I first met Minnie, I asked him if he was a hooker.
you just want attention constantly. Well, I mean, why the fuck are you even here, Meridian? Why are you even listening to us here? I mean, for fuck's sake, I just thought I would stop by and say hello to David. Fuck you, cunt.
David is an amazing person.
Oh, well, thank you.
And do you know what? Yes, I am currently drinking alcohol, so fuck you, cunt.
Are you talking to me? Am I the cunt?
Oh no, Meridian is a cunt.
Oh,
He's talking to Meridian.
I think I
Yeah,
don't want to piss
Meridian-
off anyone with an accent.
No, the Meridian gives me shit for being in Discord quite a lot, right? And I asked him how he knew I was in Discord. I said, how do you know I'm in Discord? Because I'm listening to you in Discord. I said, well then, fucking hell, you're basically listening to me in Discord as often as I am in Discord, so that makes you a hypocrite for saying that I'm in Discord all the time. And then he said, "Oh, but," then he kind of wiggled out of it. Well, you weren't listening to me, Meridian. That's great. Well, too bad. You have to listen to me now. Fuck you. Unless you want to nip in to the channel, the Discord server, Meridian. The link's in the description. Come on in and speak to me, you fuck.
Now come on in. I'll give you rolls.
Hey,
Well, I can't give you rolls. I got a game open.
Hey, Chris.
But anyway, apart from speaking to idiots in the live chat, any subjects at hand?
Do you
yeah.
know Seamus from the Atheist Experience?
Sorry?
Do you know Seamus from the Atheist Experience?
Seamus? No, I met Seamus rings a bell, but I don't know.
He's a Scottish guy that calls in quite regularly, and it's hilarious.
Come on in, Jason.
Oh, right. I'd just like to address you. No, you. Actually, that's not what I apologise for. I apologise for making threats and anger,
It's
which
in the
were
description,
accepted.
Jason.
But anyway, fuck you. I'm not going to explain myself to you, the likes of you, who couldn't even fucking multiply a number by 60 twice. I mean, the dude literally could not work out how many arc seconds were in 0.014 degrees. And I told him, right, I said, there are 60 arc minutes in 1 degree, and there are 60 arc seconds in 1 arc minute. How many arc seconds are in 0.014 degrees? And the motherfucker couldn't answer for like a week.
To be fair, neither could I.
Oh, sure you could.
Well, if I put my mind to learning and
Yeah, I mean, right, well, I mean, I'll write it in the chat, right? Okay, I'll write it in the chat.
It's literally 36.
I mean, I've got a game
It's
open.
literally 3,600 times the number. That's all it is.
what's the number?
That's exactly right. Yes. Or you can do the number times 60 and times 60 again.
Right.
Oh, what's the number?
Potato.
Potato.
The number is whatever you said at the
Hail
end.
James.
Hail James.
Hail Satan.
No, Hail James.
Yeah.
Oh, hail the mighty potato. I'm glad I brought Manny in here. Fellow Jameses.
We don't need to debunk LSC's videos. They're ridiculous. There's nothing to debunk. They don't comport with anything we know in reality. Light doesn't travel in a trumpet shape.
Wait, what?
What?
Mm-hmm.
You mean like a wormhole shape, or like a trumpet,
Like a horn.
like a horn?
Mm-hmm.
Like a horn. Not like a...
Not like a ray, like a horn.
Like a horn.
The fuck?
There, I put it in the live chat. That's all the information you need.
I'm a serial killer and I'm no near any way, shape, or form that. Just mentally incompetent.
I'm gonna siege this castle.
Lord Stephen Cries is literally not worth the time, Jason. The only reason you stayed in Soundly's chat as long as you did is because he gave you mods.
Shout out to Ola H. Shout out to Richard.
The only reason he gave you mods is because people kept banning you because it's too stupid for words.
Dude, we have 32 people watching, David. I mean, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
David, you like video games, right?
Sure do.
On occasion.
Do you like first-person shooters?
Yeah.
Well, all right, it's 2 days.
Yeah, you
Did you see my?
You gotta specify
see
which David you're talking to.
Oh well, that'd be you. Oh, what other David?
This David.
Dave, right? Okay, right. I'll call you Dave, and I'll call Bull David.
Yeah, you know me from the other room, but in the other room,
Bant
on the title.
So, do you like Battlefield? Battlefield, Call of Duty.
Not for a long while myself. I haven't been much of a first-person shooter person.
David, you're more into your role-playing games, aren't you?
Yeah, lately.
I mean, Dave and
series
David.
is amazing, by the way.
I'm not into role-playing games at
I
all.
remember playing Tales of Symphonia when it first came out on the GameCube, and the twist halfway through the game was wonderful.
See, I haven't even gotten halfway through the game. I started playing, my first one was Tales of Zestria, and I was playing that for quite a while, and then I kind of got a little bit bored. I have too many games in my list. Like, I have too many options. But I ended up getting Tales of Berseria, and that is so cool. I also love how it has an auto battle function, so I can kind of like veg out while I'm grinding levels.
Yeah, definitely check out Tales of Symphonia, because from a storytelling perspective, it's really, really, really quite good.
So I posted I just started posting some videos on YouTube, and I posted some of my Battlefield stuff.
Okay.
So
yeah, I think the last first-person shooter I gave really any time to was probably Modern Warfare 2, I think, on PS3 back in the day.
The two missiles used in this in one RPG. Obviously, RPGs aren't guided. The two missiles are kind of guided, but they're manually guided. They're not. They don't. Well, you can get automatic lock on, but in the ones in this, they're not locked on. It's just me guiding them.
Well, I mean,
it's pretty cool.
Depends on the RPG style you're talking about. If you're talking about like MMOs or whatnot.
Oh no, it's just Battlefield 4 this is. I've got some FIFA goals that I want to upload, but I need to make a compilation first. So I'm going to go into Upload Studio in Xbox and upload the best goals for FIFA, and then I'm going to put them on my channel.
I've been liking...
Have you guys ever heard of the game called Valkyria Chronicles?
I don't think so.
Okay, so it's kind of a cult game. It's anime style art. It's a third-person style shooter, but it's a tactical shooter. So you move your units independently, and they have like a move bar that runs down for however far that you run. It has so many bullets, all this kind of stuff, and you move piece by piece by piece, and you slowly try to take over certain strategic areas. But their technology is kind of like Magitech meets steampunk. It's really cool.
I gotta go, guys. But I will be back later.
Bye.
Bye, man. Take care, Dave.
But yeah, it's a really unique style of game, and I've never been able to get very far in it because it's also quite hard. You only have 12 moves to be able to achieve your objective in any mission, and 12 moves is just, I don't know, it's not never enough for me. Like if I could take my time and snipe from far away, then I'd be okay, but it's never that easy.
See, I'm not a fan of snipers at all. I think snipers are basically cowards.
I'm not going to deny that. I accept that.
Yeah, sure. It'd be good if Jason, why don't you step into the Discord server and we'll have a chat about your concave Earth.
Come on, Jason.
Come on, Jason.
You're being challenged, Jason.
You're being challenged, Jason. You have to come in to the Discord server.
You have to come, Jason.
Jason, you are being commanded by Satan himself.
Calling you out?
Well, I mean, he is in Gem Panda's server, right? He is in there. But the motherfucker will not. He's always in the voice chat, but the motherfucker will not make up.
He's not even a flat earther. He's a inverse ball earther, Brad.
Yeah, he's a follower of Lord Stephen Christ, and I use that word Lord and Christ very loosely.
There's some huge air quotes around that.
Yes, there are.
So do you game, by the way? I mean, it's obvious it's your game, but what kind of things do you game?
I like I said, Battlefield. I got Call of Duty World War II. I installed it, but I've not played it yet. And I like racing games. I've got Forza 6. I've got a Formula 1.
Do you think you would like Warhammer?
If it's an RPG, if it's an RPG role-playing game, no.
It's
no,
not an RPG.
No.
It's not an RPG. It's a third-person wave defender game.
Oh yeah, Warhammer 40K
is that another one too? Is Circuit 333 another one? Another LSC follower? I think so. I think we got two in the chat.
Circuit 333.
Lord Stephen Price would make a very good bitch boy MSL.
Oh, Lord.
I mean, well, if he wants to come in, if Circuit 333 wants to come in and talk about Concave Earth, that'd be great. Because I've not actually...
Invites in the description, guys. Come on. Come in. Anyone. Bueller, Fry. Nope, no takers.
I heard the remaking that.
I predict...
Minnie, you can tell Minnie's latching onto this flat Earth thing.
Yay! Click the link in the description.
Thank you, Steve. Thank you very much.
You could tell Minnie is latching onto the gaming stuff because that's all he knows.
I'm a game addict. What can I say?
Yeah, man, I can't blame you. Games are great.
I'm a sex addict.
I thought you were like a Satan addict.
Same thing when you think about it.
Yeah, good point. You think I'd be... Oh, I am a sex addict. I'm a satyr. If you read the right myth, we have permanent erections.
Hey now, enough of that
What?
bullshit.
What? You started it.
I know he did, and I'm ending it.
This puddle is way too tiny.
If you're talking about the puddle that seems to be your brain, you're correct. Nope, no takers. Alright, well, moving on. So, Flat Earth versus Wave Earth. So, Doelow the Pilotman's going to be on tomorrow. I believe it's Steve McRae's actual channel for a change.
Yeah, Dolow's going to be on with Steve, speaking with Steve.
Mm-hmm. I think so.
Oh,
I think
cool.
he's actually going to be on Rum and Coke. So, that being said, it should be interesting. It's, you see how they respond though? It's like I'm cursed because I'm trying to actually think logically about how heat works. Like if you're not going to have a place for your heat to go, it's a closed system, and if you have a heat source in a closed system, what happens?
It overheats.
It overheats and you fry. Exactly. Which is exactly
Pressure
what
cooker.
That's how popcorn works.
Mm-hmm.
It's exactly how popcorn works.
Eventually, you would open up.
Or it'll pop. The whole bag. Have you ever opened a popcorn bag with it pointed at your face? I hate that.
It's hard for me to believe that people actually think that we lived in some kind of like underground cave system.
Wait.
Like some kind of closed earth.
Oh,
Like
you mean
Middle Earth.
you find it hard to believe in the dome?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the dome.
LSC made a video about AronRa. Now that would be interesting. Now I'm curious about this video.
I mentioned to we were talking with Steve about who would be good to have a roast on next, and I said I think AronRa would be a great sport in a roast. If we could get anything on AronRa to make fun of Aaron, I don't know why I said Aaron. I'm sorry. Oops. But nah, you know he would be a good sport about it. Oh nah, you know what?
It's 4 whole minutes. Of course, most of his videos are like 4 minutes. A couple of them are longer. Let's see what he says about Aaron.
So I think Steve's got a podcast coming up in an hour or so.
Okay.
So we'll look out for that.
Yeah.
Yes, he is currently editing it.
I tried to get a voice changer to work, but it just would not work for me.
Let me get mine.
Oh, just what we need, 2 people with voice changers.
Yeah, great.
Fine, I'll only use the soundboard it comes with.
To be fair, I'm no person. I am people.
Yeah, Satan is people.
Whatever.
How's my audio?
There's a lot of static there.
There's a lot of static. Is it not exactly the same?
And it's better now. There was much more static there.
Okay.
Okay. Y'all need to be quiet though, because I'm about to play AronRa Callout by LSC Concave Earth. Let's see what Lord Stephen Christ has to say about AronRa.
Oh.
Hello guys, I just, last night, I just caught the brief first part of the so-called debate between that old fucking fart, AronRa, the atheist, the dinosaur cosmologist.
Okay, the dinosaur cosmologist.
Who's saying this?
Dude. Already he's fucking up.
Dude,
that was Stephen. That was Stephen Christ.
This was Stephen. Right. Okay.
I'm playing the video. You can only hear the audio because
right.
I can't share my fucking screen. It's Discord.
Versus Jeranism, the fool, the flat Earth fool. You know, it's basically 2 fucking losers fighting over stupidity, basically, and they're both fucking wrong. It was kind of funny to watch that shit. We had this fucking supposed fucking atheist, right? Mr. fucking ugly fucking AronRa. No wonder why you don't.
So he's sitting there ad homing AronRa. Well, not really ad homing. He's just insulting.
I mean,
Well,
just
yeah,
listen,
he's insulting,
listen
yeah,
to
but-
the, you said,
Wait,
no, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Right. Oh, I'm just saying, ugly AronRa, right? I mean, right, okay, the guy's no, I don't know, Johnny Depp.
I'm not saying he's a tulip, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
No.
he's got a nice girl, so you know.
I mean, that beard is majestic.
He's
What
married.
happened to LSC's holiness that he used to represent?
I mean, I have to say, the first time I saw AronRa, I thought, oh wow, Penn Jillette's really let himself go.
But nah, you said G-Man had vitriol. Listen to this shit.
Yeah, this is bad. Let's keep going here.
The hatred he's coming into this conversation with.
Yeah, it's pretty crappy.
Go ahead.
Believe in me. I made you so fucking ugly. You're a fucking idiot. And so what happened was he was trying.
Did you hear that? I made you ugly. So Lord Stephen Christ is literally taking credit for making AronRa ugly.
Oh.
To defend the heliocentric gravity-based model and complete bullshit. And what's his name? Jaron was calling him out on him being a religionist. He is definitely the biggest fucking science falsely so-called fucking religionist out there, you fucking fat piece of shit. And so basically, we went back and forth for a while, and Aaron felt like he wanted to go, he had to go do something else, like fucking beat off on his fucking cock that he cannot see because his belly hangs over his fucking cock. So basically, there's.
By the way, AronRa is married. He's married and has a kid, a full-grown child. So I'm pretty sure.
I've seen
pretty
his daughter.
sure he's been getting laid for pretty steadily.
Oh,
for years.
oh God, yeah. I suspect. Yeah, I mean, I think AronRa is that kind of dude that kind of, I don't know. It just seems that kind of dude that's kind of like really likes women, and I'm obviously some women dig him. You know.
Circa Jason, who's doing the insulting here? The only person I hear insulting here is Lord Stephen Christ. He's the one who's insulting AronRa. So get the fuck over yourselves.
I'm pretty sure that Jason won't come on here because it might reveal him for him being actually Lord Stephen Christ.
No, I got a picture of Jason. I got a picture of Jason.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it says it says F you Bool on it, and it's fucking hilarious.
All right, we'll post it in live chat then, because the fuckers on YouTube won't see it. They only see text.
Right. So what I would like to comment on is how sad and petty it is that he's taken this one debate, this one conversation so personally. Like you could tell he's like super fucking butthurt over it. The salt, like if you cut his wrist, salt would pour out, dude.
Right, and if he was Lord Stephen Christ, then why didn't he know this was going to fucking happen when he made AronRa? That's my fucking question. Seriously, dude, like, you're the Lord Stephen Christ. So why don't you know this was going to happen? Aren't you master of the universe? Aren't you Lord Jesus returned, come to save us all? Or send us to hell, or whatever it is Jesus is supposed to do when he comes back?
Does he actually think he's Christ?
Yeah, he does. Apparently, that's exactly what he thinks is going on here.
Wow, Mama spoiled someone.
Yeah, I can't find the picture right now. Let's see.
Does he look like
iCloud Drive? Nope, it's not on my iCloud Drive. Is it on? Where in fuck did I put it? Anyway, let's keep.
Does he look like Bob Ross?
I don't know.
Because I can only imagine the second coming of Christ looking like Bob Ross.
Has been talking to chat about,
I don't know.
AronRa versus Lord Stephen Christ. I would love to talk to you, you old fucking fart. Let's talk about tides. Because I want you to understand that it doesn't fucking work in a fucking dumbass fucking dumbass centric.
So he shows his little model, which is the light acting like two trumpets, and the moon and the sun are opposite each other, and every little thing is in the middle. And
is this the guy coming on?
universe just keeps getting smaller and smaller.
Fucking model, or whatever you want to say. Or you want to say the sun's moving with the galaxies? Bull fucking shit. You have a quadrupole in the middle of the Earth. It's affecting the tides. I explained it perfectly. There's no wiggle room for you fucking...
And on the screen there's this thing that says Heaven's quadrupole magnetic pillars explain tides perfectly. No, they don't, because the water is not ferric, you morons.
I would laugh if it wasn't so sad that he is this angry over this.
Yeah.
I laugh.
Dumbasses, do not... You can't run away from this. You cannot defend your stupid-ass position, okay? You have an octahedron in the center of the Earth. You cannot see it.
You hear that?
I hit it
you
from you fucking morons. Yes, I am God, and I'm down here.
There's something we can't see in the middle of the Earth.
He just said it.
Just called himself God?
Yeah, I am God.
I'm
God too,
fucking
man.
cleaning up the shit that you've been pouring out of your fucking mouths for years and years and years.
And the light is literally coming out of the top and bottom.
To say it.
The light's coming out of the top and bottom, bending around like a fucking French horn and illuminating half the Earth, and the other half is the moon. That's how.
Oh, you mean like an actual trumpet? I thought you meant like a straight horn.
No, I meant like a fucking trumpet or French horn, looking like a goddamn tuba.
And so that's what it is, okay? You cannot refute that. You cannot say, oh, well, yeah, the opposite side of the Earth is being affected by the moon. You're so fucking full of shit. That's just one fucking subject we can hit on. We can talk about fucking cosmic ray origin, huh?
Cosmic ray origin. Listen to this one, folks, because Jason brought this up to me. He's like, where do cosmic rays come from? Apparently he doesn't understand what cosmic rays are, that they're radiation coming from other stars. He doesn't understand what radiation is, that it's just photons of different frequencies.
They have to be hitting a negative meniscus lens in order for them to be branching out like that and hitting the ground. And they have to be very close. Let's talk about mega cryometeors. Where are they happening? Where are they coming from? You old...
Mega cryometeors are big giant meteors that come from the sky and hit the ground. But apparently, no one's ever actually seen one falling and filmed it falling. All we see is these people with holes in the ground with big giant chunks of ice in there. Anecdotal evidence, which could be planted easily. But we never actually see one falling. And
yeah. Oh yeah, mega cryometeors cannot have yet to be explained, and that's why I was speaking to a concave earther, and they. Oh, I just got a message there. Yeah, cool. That's probably what it is. Yeah, he brought up those fucking meteors, and I said, you're just bringing up something because you know that they're unexplained. And you're making it an impenetrable roadblock to your own fucking, to your own,
right?
Basically, your own possession, yeah.
Right.
Or changing your possession. Sorry.
According to them, it's pieces of the dome. Well, if pieces of the fucking glass sphere that's in the middle that's preventing us from going into the rest of the universe were actually falling on us, why don't we see those imperfections with the telescopes we look at the sky with?
What I'm wondering is, if it's falling apart, is it also rebuilding itself slowly?
Yeah, that's my question, is why is it still so perfectly invisible? Like,
I would like to invite this guy to just have an insult conversation.
Where are they coming from? You don't know, because we don't want to believe there's a fucking glass ceiling to the sky with ice attached to it. We don't want to believe that.
Right, there isn't.
How about predictability? How about orbital resonance of planets? How about that shit? How about gravitational lensing, so-called, right?
You mean the gravitational lensing we see around galaxies when we look at them with telescopes? That gravitational lensing that I've actually seen when I looked at through a fucking telescope with my actual eyes? Yeah, that one.
Oh no! How do you compare that to? Oh yeah, well we're looking through we're looking at the stars through a cut glass goblet, right? It's fucking glass. There's glass in the sky, you fucking morons. You understand? Causes the red shifting. It's called chromatic aberration.
I didn't realize Christ was so rude.
Yeah, Christ isn't supposed to be rude, you fucking idiot.
You want to talk to me, Aaron? You better fucking get on your fucking knees.
Dumbass. Come on.
And as far as Jaren goes, you already know my position about Mr. Jaren. But anyway, you have your little, Aaron, you have your little fucking dumbass helioscientist religionists trying to defend you with your bullshit. And like I...
Right, so that's enough of that bullshit. because it's what it is. There's
Yeah,
another
I can only
video.
imagine he got
There's
spit on
another
his-
video I get to put in the fucking description because
I'd like to ask, did you get spit on your screen when recording that, sir?
yeah, right? Because it's ridiculous. It really is.
Was it like you opened a freshly shaken can of soda next to your screen, just everywhere? Because you're just spitting insults like fucking, like tobacco. I'd like to offer an insult challenge. I would love to just sit there and just insult him as he insult me, and that just be our hour-long conversation. That would be fucking fun.
What did he call it? Lord Stephen Christ. AronRa. Callout? Okay, that makes no sense. He's fucking listening to you.
What? You don't think he's listening to me? Well, I don't care.
No, I don't think AronRa is listening to Lord Stephen
Oh.
Christ.
Well, if he is, he's probably laughing right now.
He's laughing his ass off just like he was at G-Man, so...
I can guarantee you that if you're gonna approach an argument AronRa makes with such vitriol and such obviously being so self-offended by it for no fucking reason, other than thinking you're God, he's just gonna sit there and he's gonna laugh at you. That's it.
But
You've taken it so personally that
Jason-
no one is ever gonna be insulted by your words.
Stephen, whoever the fuck he actually is, has not schooled anyone. Get your head out of your ass.
I'm just saying, if he's fucking brainwashed enough to think that, if he's brainwashed himself enough to think he is God, which I think he's bullshitting, but if he's fooled himself that well, then there's no way he thinks that he's never schooled anybody. He thinks he's schooled everybody.
Right.
If he's this fucking retarded, and yeah, I said retarded, I think you're literally fucking clinically retarded, sir. If you're this retarded, then yeah, I would not think he, you know, fuck, I've lost brain cells listening to that.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's like I asked him, okay, so if the heat is coming from the middle, like the sun, all the heat is going to the outside, what's underneath the earth? He says,
Oh, no wonder
the heat goes into the earth. I said, well, why does it, if it dissipates into the earth, it should be getting cooler as you go down. But it only gets warmer the further down we dig. In fact, the deepest hole in the earth that we've dug gets up to 312 degrees Fahrenheit. So there's actually heat down that way, not further up. So where's the heat going?
You know, light of the fucking dome is falling in on us. There's an incredibly hot ball of fission just floating underneath it.
Right. So, and then I asked him, he asked about this cosmic ray shit. I'm like, well, light doesn't travel in a trumpet. Then there's the problem of the fact that when sun sets, the shadow of a sunset on a building, which way does it travel? Think about that.
Wait, so you were playing an excerpt.
It travels
Sorry,
bottom up,
David.
right? When the sun sets.
You were playing an excerpt from that video that you just posted, yeah?
Yeah.
Right, cool.
So when the sun sets, the shadow goes bottom up on a building. Like if you were to watch the shadow of the earth, it would go bottom up.
Right.
But on theirs, it would go top down.
But they just invoke bendy light. It's just bendy light.
Well, guess what? Light doesn't bend like that.
Yeah, I know, but all they'll do is invoke bendy light. That's what they do. So anything they can't explain adequately,
they invoke
bendy light.
They invoke more bendy light than flat earthers invoke.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, it's ludicrous.
So basically, I think the sun, or whatever they call the sun, in the center, and that's where all of space is. And when you go into space, it's basically like I can't remember the name of the Indian mathematician, but say you have to travel a distance.
You don't explain it, Jason. I've been asking you since fucking Christmas. You haven't explained it once.
This is how they explain in the space. They say it's infinite, right? So there's an Indian mathematician, right? I can't remember the exact distance, I can't remember the name, but let's just say a kilometer, right? So in a kilometer, you can travel half a kilometer. And then once you travel half a kilometer, you can travel a quarter of a kilometer. And then you can travel half of that, and then half of that, 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 for infinity, forever, 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 forever. So you're basically finding infinity in a finite space. And that's basically how they explain space.
Yeah,
From what I understand. I mean,
I know.
if Jason wants to correct me, or Sir Keith, motherfucker, whatever, please do.
I've been I don't care what the fuck you call it, glass sphere. It's fucking stupid what the fuck you call it. It's ridiculous.
I am so glad that I've taken a break for all of this flat earth and stuff.
It's
because I'm already back and it's already hurting. Well, that too. It's all the measure of stupid for me.
Oh, I don't know. I'm fascinated by the whole thing.
There's our picture of Jason McCormack.
Oh, that's Jason. Oh, okay. Ha, see you, Jason. You fucks you. Okay. Fuck you, bull.
Superconductivity up in the middle levitates the celestial sphere. That is word salad.
What?
That means absolutely fuck all, because you don't even know what superconductivity is.
Wait, is this the guy?
No,
I'm
that's,
sorry,
that's
but
another one.
why is he wearing a crucifix?
They're like flies.
Jason, why are you wearing a crucifix?
Because he believes in Jesus. He believes in Lord Stephen Christ.
Yeah, but Lord Stephen Christ hasn't been crucified yet. I mean, we live in hope, but he hasn't been crucified yet.
Anyway, this this stream has gone completely off the rails into concave Earth. It started out flat or wave, and apparently half the people in the live chat think concave. So,
well, we'll get 40 people watching. I mean, this is amazing to me.
Especially since I didn't even advertise the stream; it was a test stream.
Yeah, I mean, I just came on to say hello and what's happening, and yeah.
And superconductivity doesn't levitate anything but ferric materials, and those are not transparent.
Get out to Surf Puzzle, Surf Puzzle.
Those are words you said.
And shout out to Daddy.
Why would LSC let an individual like me survive?
I don't know actually, Jeff, because you're
92 women dead.
You're just weird.
So is there anyone in this watching right now that is a flat earther or a concave earther or otherwise a not globe earther that would like to join us and talk to us about it?
I want to talk to a cube earther.
Oh yeah, a cube earther, sure. Yeah, I mean, Tesseract is my my avatar. So I'd like to speak to a fourth dimensional earther.
We need to convince people of the bagel Earth. It's the only truth. See that the bagel Earth explains the lack of gravity when you're in space, because you're not in space. You're in the center of the bagel. That's where the moon is.
Yeah.
See? You get in there, and because the entire bagel is exerting gravity, the gravity in the center of it makes you weightless because it's affecting all angles of you at the same time.
Silence. There's only potato Earth.
The potato Earth.
You mean
I worship potatoes.
An oblong spheroid?
Yes.
But I live on an oblique spheroid.
It's close, it just has a little bit extra mass.
It's just lumpier in certain parts.
Yeah, there's actually the potato theory when it comes to space, that the more mass an object attracts, the more curved it becomes. So that's why meteors are more potato-shaped.
Ooh, what a concept. That sounds vaguely like actual gravity theory.
Yeah.
It is.
Jeff, you should totally turn the sound thing off.
Help me, Rhonda. Help me, Rhonda.
If
Help
you
me,
don't-
Rhonda.
cannot do
Help me, Rhonda.
If you don't turn it off and let us hear your real voice, you use a bitch.
For I am not one individual.
Until he turns it off.
Or let us hear all of your individual voices without a voice modifier.
Until he turns it off, I'm going to assume he's Alex Jones.
Nah, it's G-Man. It's secretly G-Man, dude.
Well,
G-Man is currently live dressed up as a Black Hebrew Israelite yelling at his camera. So
Is he?
Is that like
Yeah.
Black Hebrew Israelite blackface?
It looks like he picked up a old like sheet out of the trash can, cut a hole in it, put his head in it, cut a piece of it off, wrapped it around his head, and then put sunglasses on.
Is that a picture of you bullinating?
Who?
That picture in chat.
No, that's
Yeah,
a
he totally put a picture of himself saying "F you, bull."
No, that's Jason McCormack.
Oh, I was gonna say, do you work at a hospital or some boring shit?
No, yeah, G-Man is live, actually, 19 minutes ago.
Well, I would say we should pipe in a bit of the audio, but you know he's the first DMCA.
Oh, DMCA. I'm going to DMCA you
Considering
for
I'm
breaking
in
the
here
law.
and he's very angry at me for blasting his phone.
Did you
Yeah.
touch him in his no-no square?
He might
Yes, I did.
DMCA us for talking about the video.
Apparently, G-Man thinks somebody hacked his phone 2 years ago on during Christmas break or whenever the fuck those people went to New York, and
What the fuck?
and then now they decided to have hangouts about it, and right after he put his own phone number out on the biggest fucking directory on the
Yeah, he
planet.
pulled a Brett Keane.
He put his phone number out on the internet. For fuck's sake, why would you do that?
His phone number is still in the description.
Listen.
He got tired of the calls because I set up a script to call him every 10 minutes.
Oh, God.
And he was complaining about it, getting calls at work.
That's hilarious.
At night. So he then shut down his current contract. He went to another company, bought another phone, and now has two phones. One he keeps off all week until he does his podcast. Then the other is his personal. So the entire podcast for the G podcast this week, all you could hear is beep beep, is beep, beep beep, beep beep, due to the fact of me calling him.
Poor G-Man.
I sent him over 700 texts in the span of 5 minutes.
What?
Just Jesus Christ.
Pixar didn't happen.
I do have the pictures.
Yes, please.
Well, no, all the texts were JPEGs. You don't want to know what the JPEGs were.
No, most of the texts were just Hell Satan.
Hail Satan just over and over
Drink
again.
the blood, things like that, yes.
I would like to say, G-Man, I'm gonna sell my soul to Satan with the promise that I will become a demon with the explicit purpose of fucking with you until the end of time, or until you die. I don't know.
I don't see the problem with that. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna do that.
First, you gotta find him.
Well, nah, he's probably put his address out there too, fucking moron. But
No. I didn't mean G-Man. I meant Satan.
oh, no, I know how to find Satan. You want me to explain the ritual?
No. I don't.
I've
My
even got the,
faith in you has gone down tremendously after what you sent me.
the ritual I could describe to you would also come with protection rituals that you do before you even summon Satan, so that he can't touch you unless you make the deal.
Except that it's not going to work. I don't believe in it, so therefore it's not.
Well,
just
you
gonna
haven't
work.
tried this one, so
I don't have to try it. I just automatically don't believe it's going to work.
Later, idiot.
I've never actually explained this ritual to somebody before.
Well, not today.
What do you mean? What are you talking about? An actual ritual? Like
Yes, I'm talking about an actual ritual to summon
satanic
Satan.
ritual? A satanic ritual?
Yes, to summon Satan or any demon you know the name
Summon
of.
Satan.
Are you
I'm
sure
not
you
saying-
didn't just
I'm not
find
saying-
a random
okay,
ritual
listen to
with
me.
pentagram in it?
Listen to me. I'm not saying I believe it works. I'm just saying I found this, and I've had multiple pagans confirm it. apparently confirm it.
Which pagans? There are multiple different types of pagans.
The pagans who believe in this shit, apparently. I don't know. Wiccan. I've had Wiccans explain it to me. They're not pagans.
Well, okay. I'm gonna go ahead and stop.
Why don't you explain it?
Not what you think it is.
Nah, explain it to me. If you're the arbiter of what Wiccans are, the Wiccans would know when not to fuck with something. So if I send a detailed ritual to a Wiccan and they say you probably shouldn't do that, I probably shouldn't.
Oh, I think you're confusing Wiccans with witches.
Same shit.
No.
I'm joking.
There is a Scooby-Doo movie about this.
I know. I said the wrong word, okay? I said the wrong word, and then I stuck with it, and now I feel like a retard because I am.
Good job. See, if you just admitted it at the very beginning, we wouldn't have this issue.
I'm sorry. Debbie has confused me in so many ways, because now the Catholics are pagans, and the Freemasons are Satanists, and Satanists cause all problems in the world, and there's also Freemason pagans, apparently.
Hey, man, don't dig on Satanists, man. LeVay is just a troll.
Yeah.
Nah, LeVay is a troll, but, like, legit Satanists, though, are pretty funny. Like, I mean, like, the real people who
definition
believe
of
in
funny.
Satan shit.
Have you talked to Tyler Durden? Have you actually had a
No.
conversation with Tyler Durden?
Tyler.
Can I? I wanna know. Is he a Satanist, like a legitimate Satanist, or a LeVayan Satanist?
He's a LeVayan, I'm pretty sure, from what I've heard. I don't know what you mean by legitimate. I'm not sure what you're
So
trying
if you
to get at
ask,
there.
if you ask anyone, like in religious communities, if you
anyone in religion, how about you ask a Satanist?
Yeah, how about you ask the Satanist?
I don't know how to find them.
Well, that's you a problem.
That's your
It's probably
problem.
because they don't go out and try to indoctrinate everybody to the Church of Satan. When was the last time a Satanist knocked on your door, and not a Mormon?
Well, like never, but like so what do you know about Satanism? Have you got a Satanic Bible? Have you read it?
I had a LeVayan Satanic Bible, but it disappeared around. I had it in my glove box just because I wanted to freak out one of my friends, who's like incredibly Catholic. But it disappeared around the time I went to one of those Latino. There's a bunch of Latinos that work at I
don't like where this conversation's going.
A mechanic shop.
Oh, me on
And I
this
had to
doll
take-
where Satan touched you.
And I had to take in my car, and when I got the car back, apparently the Latinos had thrown away my Satanic Bibles, and I couldn't because they're Latinos. You know they're Catholic.
Shaggy, I sent you the picture of what I did. At the top right, you'll notice a scroll bar. Just look at the size of that.
Dude, Jesus.
So why won't fucking Jason come in or any other? I mean, there's 35 people here, and we've got Flat Earth in the title, right? So surely there must be a Flat Earther here. There must be.
Well, I guarantee they're all like in that one room with Debbie.
Oh, dude, I just jumped into Gem's server to see what was going on, and let me just have a look. Debbie's not there.
Oh God.
She was there when I jumped in like 5 minutes ago, but she's not there now. Oh fuck, she's back.
Look what you've done.
Oh dude, she's back.
You said her name and her ears were burning.
Yeah,
She is. Oh wow.
She's in there now.
She's in there now. I'll be right back. I'm going to see if they're talking to her.
See how
I don't want to talk to Debbie. I want to talk to someone who's smarter than Debbie. That is also a flat earther.
I'm waiting for the ice from the wall to fall onto me because Lord Stephen Christ commanded it.
Yeah, that would be, just anything.
I sent an invite to a couple of people, Quartus and a paper explanator for here.
Good times.
Well, let me see if I can see it. No, Lemon Bird's not there.
Thank God.
I'll send an invite to Debbie.
Uh-oh, she might not come in here, it's live.
I'm kidding, I'm only kidding.
She doesn't want to be recorded.
Dude, I wouldn't invite her. I wouldn't invite her if I was paid.
Well, you're automatically... Oh, Sater muted himself, I can't say it. Damn it.
I mean, like, there's over 30 people watching. Why the fuck? Why the fuck is there not a flat earther that's willing to come in? The link's in the description.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably because they know we're gonna ask for a model and they don't have one.
I mean, I'm happy not to ask them for a model if they have a model. Yeah, sure, I'd love them to present a model, but
Well, I mean, that's where it needs to start at, like, honestly, to have a conversation. Because at first, to even, like, have a conversation, you need to understand both sides. And if they don't have a model, how am I going to, like, break it down?
well, I mean, I do agree that they require a model. They have to present a coherent model that accounts for the location, sorry, the position of the sun, the moon, and the stars for all locations on Earth for all times.
And have predictive power.
Yeah, and then based solely on that model, they have to make a prediction. That's not going to happen. Sports Chemo, for example, says that they can't have a model. I'll give you a guess why the Sports Chemo says they can't have a model. You probably won't get it, but I'll give you it anyway. Go for it.
I've heard Spurs say a lot of things.
All right. Well, the reason is because he's not the creator. So basically, if you want a model, you have to.
God.
So yeah, like
that is so stupid.
Yeah. So if you create like if you build a computer, right? Like I build PCs. If I built my PC, I could have a model of my PC, but because I've not built Flat Earth, I can't have a fucking model of Flat Earth. But even though I built my PC, some other dude could come along that's familiar with building PCs and have a look at my PC, and they can see how I built it. They can see my RAM, my video card, my motherboard, my fucking hard drives, all that shit, power supply. He can make a model of that.
Well, the thing is with like most of them, I think they have a fundamental misunderstanding about what I mean by model, because I've asked Spurs Chemo this before too, and he's just like, "Well, it's not a plate." I'm like, that's not what I'm asking. Because I guarantee they take them. One, Chemo, I think, is just a troll. But I think most of them just break it down to the simple thing. They think model, and they just imagine like a 3D plane, but don't imagine anything else.
Sports Chemo is, well, first and foremost, he's a troll, right?
Yeah.
Sports Chemo is the master of evasion, right? I'm not saying that that's all right, I don't know.
I think it's a good thing, but it's what it is.
Yeah, it's not a good thing, right? I've had this discussion before, right? I've said, and I've hesitated to use the word skill, right? But Scott, you know, Scott Veach, very bright lad, father was an astronaut. He said, yeah, it is a skill, and I was like, yeah, I suppose it is. It's a skill, in so much as he can obfuscate, he can evade. He can squirm his way
it's
out
not a useful
of corners.
Skill.
Yeah, it's not a skill in the sense of like, you know, a skill that you could apply for a job or something. Like you wouldn't put it in your CV, right?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you would put it in your resume for Americans. And I thought about it. Well, I mean, I put him in that. I'm not saying I'm not good at it, but Sports has ran rings around me a couple of times, but that's when I thought he was sincere in his own beliefs. That was before I knew he was what he was, and but I put him in a few corners myself, and watching him getting out of those corners, it's really amusing to me. I find it funny. I find it entertaining. It's just amazing to me.
Well, like the last conversation I had with him and Debbie, I think, was in the room at the same time. We were talking about historical stuff for Flat Earth, and he's like, well, the Babylonians traded with the South Americans. And I was like, do you have any like thing to back that up? Because that's not true.
Well, all it has is claims, yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Well, what he said was, and I quote, "Are you saying they didn't have boats?" No, Spurs. I'm saying that just because I have a boat doesn't mean I can cross not only the Mediterranean, but the Atlantic.
What the fuck?
Also, there are those things about the mummies, Egyptian mummies, apparently having cocaine.
Yeah,
in
I
there.
looked into that. I looked into that specific article, but I mean, it's still a huge assumption to go ahead and just be like, oh, that obviously means they traded with the South Americans.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
I mean,
there's tons of other things that could be happening.
Contamination seems to be the most likely one, but it's not impossible that the coca plant or something similar to it grew.
That's my argument for it. Like, my argument would be that at one point we had a giant landmass, South America and Africa were joined, and then they split up. There would have been multiple different breeds of this one type of plant that would have split off, and it might have died out at one point in Africa.
Yeah.
Or harvested into oblivion. Like, it's one of those two things. Like, those are way more likely than the Egyptians, which were not really a maritime empire, to trade with South Americans, which we don't even know what would have existed, like, for a civilization in South America, let alone be able for them to communicate.
I mean, they did pack the mummies with herbs and spices and whatnot, and one of those things could be some sort of coke analog, or maybe they took some sort of medication that had a metabolite that was similar to cocaine. There's loads of possibilities
that are less extreme than that.
That are less extreme. That they were trading with fucking people from Bolivia or Colombia. Yeah.
You're also assuming that those people were also harvesting those in such quantity that was necessary for trade.
And and in such quantities that would be useful. I mean, I do know Bolivians, for example, do chew coca leaves. So it's not necessarily that they had to take the coca leaves and transform into cocaine.
Well, that's not what I'm saying too. But I'm just saying, like, you still have to find a way to preserve it, and being able to basically make cocaine is the easiest way to transfer that. Because if you're just transferring the leaves, it's gonna stay.
Bulk. There's much more bulk. Yeah, sure. It's like in Afghanistan, you get a lot of farmers that grow the opium, and they instead of like fucking trying to transport tons and tons and tons of opium, they'll just make it into the morphine, the very basic morphine base, and transport that. They're transferring less bulk, but it's the same. It's the same.
Turns out economics is very important.
Yeah, it's like it's like concentrating. It's concentrated orange juice, right? You get right. So you get your orange juice, and you can concentrate it, and then later on you dilute it, and there you go. It's less bulk.
Well, I mean, orange juice and like most juices, fruit juices go bad really quickly, so that's why they have to concentrate it in order for it to be able to transport over long distances. It's actually kind of funny. At least in the United States anyway, like orange juice companies and stuff like that, they have to reintroduce. They take all the oxygen out of the juice itself to make it preserve, and then they reintroduce oxygen, and then they actually hired perfume companies to come up with the different flavors. That's why Tropicana has different flavors than the other companies.
I did not know that.
I didn't know that until like 2 days ago, and I was like, that blew my mind. Because when you take the oxygen out, it takes all the flavor out, and just reintroducing the oxygen doesn't add the flavor back in.
It's organic chemistry.
Yeah. And it's not something I'm usually very interested in, but that was really cool to me.
I'm pretty sure that the oranges are picked like a year ago too.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, that was a little bit.
It was low.
Too distorted.
I'm pretty sure that the oranges are picked up to like a year ago too.
Well, yeah. I would imagine so. I imagine it's all set off by like a year or a certain amount of months.
Yeah, I mean, the thing about the orange juice, because I bought a half bottle of vodka today, and I bought orange juice with it, and it was orange concentrate. I was trying to find the stuff that was just like pure, just the fresh, just completely fresh. But that stuff had pulp in it, and I don't like the pulp, so I just fuck it, I'll just buy the concentrate. So I was fine with that. I mean, it works just as well.
I can't drink screwdrivers anymore.
Get yourself juicer. Problem solved.
I've got a little bit of rum, and I completely forgot that I had rum when I was buying stuff today. Forgot to buy a pizza. And if I'd remembered that I had the rum, I would have bought some cream so I could make an orange whip. Because orange whips are awesome.
And this is quite the nice little segue into tomorrow's rum and coke.
Oh, is it tomorrow?
Oh, tomorrow's rum and coke. Oh God, right. Oh, that's unfortunate.
I do have rum and Dr. Pepper. Is that okay?
Well, I don't know what Steven called. I mean, you could bring any drink you want.
Oh, you could bring it. Oh, sure, you can bring anything you want. But the thing is, the rum that I have is like I don't know, maybe a quarter bottle.
Oh.
I've had it for ages. The thing about dark liquors, right? They've got something called coggeners in them, and like whiskey, rum, brandy, all the dark spirits have got. I think they're called coggeners, something like that, and they are closely associated with hangovers. So the more coggeners in them, the worse the hangover will be. I need to look that up now for that word because I think I'm mispronouncing it.
Water, my friend.
Wait, what?
I wish I still had me some absinthe. Unfortunately, I don't have any.
But yeah, the congeners, it's congeners, not coggeners. Congeners. Congeners that are that have higher congener levels in the alcohol are directly related to how bad the hangover is. But as you did say, water, indeed water. So despite only having a half bottle today, I will be drinking quite a bit of water to offset any possibility of a hangover tomorrow.
It's kind of funny. I get stupid munchies when I drink.
Oh yeah, that's why I was. That's why I was like, oh no, I didn't buy my fucking pizza. Oh no,
I'm saving my free pizza. Like I have a thing with Spicy Pie Pizza, which is a place around here. They sell 18-inch pizzas for like $15.
Muppets, I need you to turn down your gain. Thank you.
Okay. I didn't quite catch that.
You said gain, right, Jeff?
Yeah.
Anyhow, I think I'm going to turn off the stream. You are more than welcome to stay in Discord and keep talking.
Can we all?
Oh no, I'll probably jump into Gem Panda's Discord or.
I took myself out of that server. It was so toxic. I can't go back.
Well, because of Debbie?
No, because like just everything. I can't stand the moderators. I can't stand the room. It's just toxic. I don't want to go in there.
Oh well, I mean, Jem's a reasonable chap.
I've talked to Jem, but me and him have talked about Debbie, and it.
All right, folks. Thanks for joining me on this stream. And we will catch you all later. Hopefully I'll stream again sometime now that my internet is working again. I have moved and I hadn't actually had a chance to stream for a while, and then I had my little internet hiccup. So now that that's all back together, we shall see you all later, and have a good one.